Now, the chairman of the Social Mobility Commission, Catherine Birbalsingh, a regular guest on this programme, says working class people should aim lower than Oxford and Cambridge. In her first major speech, she said people should focus on taking small steps to improve their circumstances rather than aiming for the best well-paid job, at least straight away. Our debate this hour asking, is she right? Is being really rich something to aspire to? Does it really get in front of everything else that you might aspire to? Joining us now, the economic and wealth advisor, Jonathan Davis, and here in the studio, the business owner and former Apprentice star, Tom Skinner. Gentlemen, welcome to you both. Tom, we'll start with you. You've taken the trouble to come into the studio. I think to be fair to Catherine Birbalsingh, I'm not sure we completely represented her faithfully in that introduction. She's saying that you need to take small steps to get on in life, and this Hollywood idea of rags to riches, it does happen, but rarely.
I mean, I don't agree in what she's saying, because she's sort of saying, really, hang on, if you don't really want to try that hard, you can sort of get away with just getting by. I think everyone should aspire to greatness, you know, and anyone can do it. And by saying that, she's putting people down thinking, well, hang on, yeah, maybe I can't get that far enough. Maybe I won't be able to get as far as where I want to be. So I'll just stick with what I know and what I can do. I think she should have told people, look, go out there, give it your all, and you can be great. And I think it's wrong what she said.
Jonathan, she's somebody at the sharp end. I'm a huge admirer of her. She works in a tough school and she's turned a lot of lives around, and she's seen how, you know, you put work in at this end and this comes out at the other end. She sort of speaks whereof she knows.
Certainly one's objectives need to be achievable, attainable. But, you know, there's an old phrase that I learned many decades ago: if you reach for the stars and you only get to the sun, then at least you've travelled 86 million miles. I mean, the idea that you shouldn't try and improve, better yourself, as we used to say, is, of course, arrant nonsense. It's human nature. We've been doing it since the caves. One guy wanted more meat than the other guy, so they fought for it and killed for it, no doubt. If Roger Bannister hadn't had this view to achieve something excellent, Torval and Dean, Mr. Marx and Mr. Spencer, how about James Dyson, who produced all those equipment for us, Steve Jobs, who transformed the lives of billions, Jeff Bezos, by the way, even me, I'm in the business of making people wealthy, and in so doing, I hope to be wealthy myself, well, wealthier. So yes, it's fundamental to our human nature. We should all try and better ourselves simply because of two reasons. One, because we need to eat and we need to heat and light our homes. And who doesn't want to live in a nicer home, drive a nicer car? And secondly, most fundamentally, to be free of the state, to be free of lenders, of bankers, of the tax man, of the electricity man. To be free is the most fundamental reason why we should increase our wealth.
Well, Tom Skinner, we're sort of heading off in multiple directions, but I like the last one you headed in, and I think we can explore that some more with Tom Skinner. I mean, that idea, we've just been talking about people having the right to buy their homes off housing associations. I mean, that idea that with wealth comes a type of independence, the right to stand in your own 2 feet and maybe say to the man, actually, I don't need your help.
100%. Look, everyone wants to do well in life, you know. I wake up every morning, 5 a.m, get in my van, get my driver's ed, get my sales staff buzzing. I love going to work. I love bettering myself every single day. It's just what we all love doing. And I love your energy, by the way. I can't remember, what was that fella's name? I'm so...
Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan, mate, I love your energy, by the way. You honestly, you are buzzing, mate. Love it.
It's a loving, not a debate.
That's Tim Montgomery, noises off. Jonathan, I'm going to try and... There's a lot of enthusiasm in the room right now. The point, again, I'm going to try and stick up a little bit for Catherine Birbalsingh, because I think we're all assuming she's saying something she's not here. I mean, what she's simply saying is, you know, we can understand teenagers in their bedrooms, you know, think, I'm going to be the next biggest influencer, I'm going to be the next biggest pop star, I'm going to play football for Chelsea. What she's saying actually is, yes, you can, of course you can have that dream, but you've also got to prepare yourself for disappointment, because in 99% of cases, That's what happens.
Yeah, but-
And the world goes... this is for Jonathan. And the point is, we do need the plumbers. We do need the taxi drivers. And yes, we need the entrepreneurs, but not everybody can be Jeff Bezos.
No, indeed. And that's why I said right at the beginning, our objectives have to be achievable. They have to be reasonable, realistic. You also have to do stuff that you enjoy, because as most people will know, if you work at something you enjoy, you never work another day in your life. You're passionate about it. But again, that doesn't stop the plumber starting up his or her own business and then employing 100 other plumbers and becoming a multimillionaire in the process, for example.
Tom Skinner, just as a former, star of The Apprentice, what if there's one? You've been asked this loads of times. If there's one piece of advice for a 16-year-old tuning in on the radio or watching on TV today, what is it?
One bit of advice to give someone: it doesn't matter how big the steps you are taking, just keep putting one foot in front of the other, keep moving forward, keep building yourself, and you will get there. The harder you work, and trust me, I'm walking, talking proof this is true, the harder you work, the luckier you get. And look, I had a market stall, that didn't take very much money. Now we've got sort of 10 vans in a row. We're a nationwide business, all from one little stall. So the harder you work, the luckier you get. Keep going, keep moving forward.
It's good advice. Thomas Skinner,
Colin,
Jonathan Davis. Thanks. We've got to leave it there.
Just one other thing.
Go on, really quickly.
Yep. I say if you keep on pushing, eventually you'll knock that door down.
That's it.
Jonathan Davis, Thomas Skinner, really appreciate your thoughts today. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to move on to a story that's caught many eyes today, but first we'll talk to